Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil, doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning, I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad life. She fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like, yeah, 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot keys. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. eat my bacon and eggs. Make profits. Light up watching them gain make profits. While I'm still in my same making profits. They used to watch me move them packets. Stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang. Hey, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. What a wild and crazy, insane day in this market. In case you have not realized, your bank is still open. It still has your money. You can go to the ATM and you can withdraw your cash. As I told you guys yesterday on the live stream, we discussed what's going on with the entire banking industry. We discussed how Silicon Valley Bank failed, why Signature Bank failed, what the Federal Reserve was doing to make sure that they can stop the bleeding and plug the worries, and see if there was going to be a massive run on the banks here today, which a lot of people are calling for over the weekend. Clearer heads and cleaner heads will, and less emotional heads will prevail. There is, never been, I think, a more accurate time to be describing the comments and the quotes from the famous Warren Buffett himself, which is be greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy, because we made money trading the regional banks today. We went after them, okay? First Republic, Zion, Western Alliance, so ZION, WAL, PACW, FRC. These are all of the regional banks that members, I didn't trade all of them, but between myself and the other members of True Trading Group, these are the regional banks that we were focusing on today. And what we did today was wait out the initial morning panic. We waited out the initial morning panic. We waited off the sell-off, and then we caught that afternoon bounce. And it was a really good trading opportunity for us as active traders. And the volatility that you're experiencing in the regional bank sector is unlike anything that I've ever seen in my entire 17-year career. I told you last night on our live stream that there was going to be tremendous trading opportunities in the market today because of what's been going on with all the banks. I'm going to explain to you guys very specifically what exactly is taking place within the banking system. This is not the same thing as what happened in 2008, and what the government did to kind of save the banks is not the same from what they did during 2008 either. There's very, very, very big differences between these two scenarios, and not a lot of people necessarily understand it. And I think it's very important that we talk about it, we discuss it, and we understand it. I will take all of your questions. Any question you have about what's going on with the banking system, any question you have about your money, we're going to discuss it. Okay? Will this entire banking situation cause us to finally go into a recession? Will it cause the Federal Reserve to pause? What does this mean for the fight against inflation? Is the Fed stuck between a rock and a hard place? We're going to discuss all of these things today on this live stream. So you better get ready to take some notes, because this is one of the biggest weeks that I can ever remember, dating all the way back to 2008. That's how big of a week I think this is. That's how much volatility that I think there's going to be. And on top of all this craziness with the banking sector, we've got the CPI inflation report coming out tomorrow. You got the PPI inflation report coming out on Wednesday. Okay, this is going to be this is going to be one of the busiest, craziest weeks that I can remember. I don't remember a time where I was this excited for a trading week. And we're starting it off with a bang, a nice solid green day for us today inside True Trading Group. And while everybody was thinking that the banks were all going to go under today, we actually made money in the banks long. Massive gap down today on the regional banks. They flushed themselves out right off the open. We waited that flush out, got long, and caught a beautiful bounce back in the regional banks today. That opportunity will still be there for us tomorrow, as well as other opportunities because of the CPI report. We're going to talk about it. We're going to answer all your questions right here on this live stream. So I hope you guys get ready to take some notes and give me your undivided attention. In case you guys are new, my name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And if you don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available today. I told you all last night that we would be making money today. If you are not yet paying attention, then you better start paying attention now, because these opportunities will be there again tomorrow. If you missed out today, tomorrow gives you a shot at redemption. The volatility will be there. The opportunities to make money will be there. So make sure that you understand how to capitalize on it. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, we go live Sunday through Friday with myself, other TTG Pro Trader mods, and special guests. Drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, education, trade ideas, market commentary that can help you become better traders immediately. So take a moment, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these live streams. Why should you care about anything it is that I have to say? Well, folks, that's because I didn't figure this out, in my mother's basement. I began my career working for a hedge fund in New York City. My very first job out of college, I was trained by professionals, went through a 3-month educational training program, and was taught the proper way how to trade these markets. Okay, that is the level of education that members have access to. Okay, when you join True Trading Group, you are going to learn a simplified yet expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I learned that I worked at a fund in New York. That is why members of True Trading Group are making money, and that is why they are becoming better traders, because they have access to the education, the tools, and the resource. You don't have to take my word for it. Members, I'll ask you very plainly and directly, very simple, straightforward question. Are you making money and becoming better traders? If the answer is yes, I'd like you to go ahead right now and type the $sign. Now, anyone that's on this live stream that's trying to figure out what the hell is going on, you're supposed to see a Great Depression today. Pay attention to what you're going to see right now, because all of these people that are about to type the $sign, these are members of True Trading Group that are just like you, that have all the same excuses, that have all the same hurdles to overcome, but are now telling you they're making money and they're becoming better traders when the market has gone nothing but down so far in the last week and a half. Well, everyone's talking about this bank collapse. Well, everyone's talking about a run on the banks and 2008 moment and all of this craziness that you're reading about on social media. Here you have members of True Trading Group that are making money and that are becoming better traders. If they can do it, there's absolutely no reason that you can't. Guys, I began my career working at a fund in New York, and then 2008 happened. I was on Wall Street when 2008 happened, the great financial crisis, a real banking crisis, right? Where you were 48 hours away from going to the ATM machine, the bank telling you that they didn't have your money. What the Federal Reserve did over the weekend was genius. And I'll talk about it. I'll answer some questions about exactly what they did and what it means for the banking sector as well. And what do I expect? Do I expect more dominoes to fall? Is there another shoe still to drop? Or is it just smooth sailing from here? I'll give you my opinions on exactly what I think is going to happen. This isn't new territory for me. People talking about bank collapses. I was there for 2008. And not only did I just survive, I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards in 2008. This is the environment I learned in. I feel at home in this volatility. Fast forward now, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG. And like I said, with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and over 30-person staff at True Trading Group, we've helped thousands of traders from all over the world in 100 different countries reach their goals of reaching profitability. See, we're the fastest growing platform out there because we take university level trading and investing courses. We pair that with premium stock market tools. We provide workshops and mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. And we do all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and also long-term investing. We cover all of it inside True Trading Group. There's something for everyone here. See, we take that university level curriculum, we pair it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year on their own. These are tools that you need to become successful, tools that give you access to more information, more data, help you make better decisions so you can increase your chances of success. You can't just put $1,000 into a Robinhood account, go on Reddit, and think that you're going to be successful. You're dreaming. It's naive. It's ignorant to believe you're going to have the same level of success as the million dollar traders that are navigating through Wall Street that have access to all of these other tools and information that you do not. But you don't have to navigate through the markets without these tools. We have spent years building relationships with the top companies in the industry, the top fintech companies, to have their products available on the True Trading Group platform at no additional cost to you. The problem is they would cost you $5,000 or $6,000 a year if you went to pay for these products to the companies directly themselves. Fortunately for you, they're included with your membership when you join True Trading Group for just a fraction of that cost. You also get access to all of the members of True Trading Group, the most helpful, successful, and supportive community of traders and investors you're ever going to find. And you'll get all the real-time trade alerts, of course, as well from the mods and myself that have been able to maintain cumulatively as a group a win rate of just around 80% for the last now 3 years. Okay. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on your notifications, and make sure that you never miss out on any of the live streams that we do here for you guys. All right. Now I'll take a quick little moment just to kind of do a quick refresher of what happened in the markets today. And then I'll go through and I'll take some questions from you guys. You guys have questions specifically about what's taking place and what's going on in the banking sector. I'll answer your questions. I'll give you guys time to ask. But I told you yesterday, very plain and simple. I went live yesterday, and immediately, as soon as we went live, I had people commenting in the chat on the live stream of get your money out of the banks, get your money out of the banks, go to cash. I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. Right. I told you that you were going to wake up today. All right. And the banking system would still be operating. I told you were going to wake up today, and I did not believe there was going to be a massive run on the banks. Okay. What the Federal Reserve did over the weekend prevented that. Now, if the Federal Reserve did not do what they did, then you may have seen a little bit of a run on the banks. Okay, I think this might be one of the most important live streams that we have, that we've ever done. This string of live streams like this, between yesterday, today, tomorrow, with the CPI and inflation data coming up. I just wanted to make it very clear that people understood what was happening in the banking system and how they can use that knowledge to actually make money this week. That's exactly what we did today. We made money long on a lot of these regional banks today. So you can take your pick in which one it is that you wanted to trade today. Our members kind of, we were all over the place today. But you take a look at a stock like FRC. FRC had this stock's down 61% on the day, but it gapped down 61% today. And it flushed it out early in the morning, went all the way down to be down like 80% on the day. And then this thing started to get some legs, and we started to get a very tradable bounce back to the upside. And a lot of our members were able to capitalize on this move to the upside. This stock went from, by the time that we were looking at entries on this thing, from like $22, $24, all the way to $42. You realize that is that's a 100% gain just today, intraday on that stock, from 20 to 40, from 21 to 42. That's a 100% move in that stock. And a lot of members of True Trading Group were able to capitalize on it. You could have taken a look at WAL. WAL, stock's down 48% today, but it gapped down like 60% today. Flushed it out, was down like 80%, went all the way to $8. This stock went from $8 to 30. When WAL was at 10, was at around $10. I told members in True Trading Group today, guys, I think this stock goes to $30 today. TTG family, true or false? Did I or did I not say inside chat, guys, I think WAL goes back to $30. You can just comment right now in chat, true or false. I'm not trying to be like a Monday morning quarterback. I know there's a lot of people that are on the live stream that are not members. Obviously, you do not know what the hell I say inside of chat, but the thousands of members from 100 different countries in True Trading Group, they do. They do get that guidance. They do get that analysis. They do get that commentary. They do get those trade ideas. And that is how they're able to start to be making money, to becoming better traders, and to be capitalizing on this crazy level of volatility. That's how they're able to do it. And some members caught WAL. I tried for the life of me to get long that stock at $12. And I was telling all of our members, guys, this thing's going to 30. I couldn't get my fill on it. But I traded some of the others like Zion, ZION. That's another one. Okay, these were the regional banks that we got long today after the initial morning flush outs. Okay, so I caught the move on Zion. Zion went from lows of the day of $23 all the way to $37. That is the type of moves that we're seeing. That's the type of action that you have on this market. Bro, can you show your P&L one day? Carl, I used to show my P&L on our YouTube channel many years ago. I used to show my P&L every single day. Reasons why I stopped showing my P&L on YouTube, several different reasons. One, I can show you my P&L. I can Photoshop it. I can show you any number. Anybody that shows you their P&L on YouTube can fudge whatever that P&L number is. That's number one. So just because someone shows you a picture of their account does not mean that that is 100% true and verifiable. I'll just put that out there right now for you. Number two, the amount of money that I make on a single day has absolutely no bearing on how much money you are going to make on a single day. And what I do not want anybody to do is look at my P&L and think that you're going to join True Trading Group and you are instantly going to start making the same amount of money that I'm going to be making, because it is misleading. Join True Trading Group not because you're seeing how much money that I'm making. Join True Trading Group because you are learning from the analysis that I'm giving you. The amount of money that I make has no effect on you whatsoever. I can make $1 bajillion. Guess what? Not one of the bajillion is going to pay your bills. So the only thing that matters at True Trading Group, the only thing that matters really for you is, are you able to make money? You can join True Trading Group and you can watch all the other moderators make money. But if we are not able to teach you how to either A, follow us properly, or B, identify your own trade ideas and become successful that way so that you can consistently make money, then it doesn't matter if we make money. Our platform and our program failed you. It's not about my P&L. It's not about the other 9 professional trading mods P&L. It's about your P&L. You should not join any program just because someone says, guys, look, I made $20,000 today. If you join just because you think that
Mike, he's got a point, dude. We should show your P&L. I agree with him.
All right, you want to start showing my P&L?
I mean, I think we should. It would definitely, maybe it sells more. Remember, I'm gonna look. I have your P&L on my screen right now, and I'm gonna show how much profit you made today, and hopefully that kind of,
okay.
So this is Mike's P&L.
You just made me spit my coffee all over the floor.
As you can see, Mike.
You just made me spit my coffee all over the place.
So, anyways, I only sent you the question to put up from that person so that I could literally put this on the screen.
Okay.
That's it. All right. I'm done.
Well, no, listen, but honestly, Carl, listen, bro, it's a fair. I get it, man. I get it, but just because I say I made 20,000 or lost 20,000 a single day doesn't, it's not a reason for you to join True Trading Group. And when you show P&Ls like that, it's misleading. It's very misleading. So we used to show P&Ls, but then you have people say, oh, well, yeah, but you trade with the big account, so I can't follow you. Nonsense. It happens both ways. Because, oh, well, this person has a big account, so I'm not going to follow.
There's also too many variables, right? There's too many variables when it comes to that. I think most people understand that. I think most people understand that just because Mike was able to make $50,000 in a day doesn't mean that you're going to be able to make $50,000 in a day. Right. And that there's a lot of, no, it doesn't prove that we're fully legit. You know what proves that we're fully legit? Watching the trades get executed in real time.
Yeah.
Having the full trading history be uploaded every single day inside of the, inside of our platform. So it's 100% transparency. Coming on here, not selling you on wishes and dreams and $1 million overnight. That's what shows legitimacy. If you're looking for legitimacy by judging somebody else's P&L, there's an entire slew of Discord servers that would love to have you because you are literally their ideal client.
Yeah.
Honestly. Glenny is asking questions, but he is literally sitting right next to me. Anyways. Do you want to take some questions?
Yeah, sure. I would love to take some questions. I think it would be really good. There's so much going on right now with this whole banking situation. I think a lot of people really don't understand what has taken place, and don't understand, what the likelihood of the events to follow from this. So I think it would be really good to, I can't tell you how many questions I got from people today. As soon as I got online this morning.
Right. Hang on, let me just get into character real quick.
Okay.
All right. So, you talked to, when you got on the stream today, you talked a bit about how, hey, guess what? Everything is still here.
Right.
Everything is still here.
Right.
Did you get a lot of people to come to you inside of chat today and other places and say like, hey, like, is there going to, even after last night, is there going to be a run on the bank? What's going on with this? So on. I mean, did you still get a lot of that?
Yeah, I did. I got a ton of messages from people today. Like, people are hitting me up on Twitter. You guys can follow me on Twitter if you want, at Mike Edward _TTG. I'm always posting trade ideas, market commentary. So that's at Mike Edward _TTG. Give me a follow on Twitter. But yeah, obviously not everybody tunes in to our live stream last night. I think, what do we have? 10, 12, 11, 12,000 views from last night.
I don't know. Did we have that many?
I think so. I haven't checked.
We're moving up in the world.
Yeah, I haven't checked it, but not everyone's is obviously gonna see the live streams. I went over it in grave detail yesterday, but I got a lot of messages as soon as I logged on this morning. People were like, "Mike, what should I do? Is my money safe? This is the bank I'm at. Should I take my money out? What should I do with my Charles Schwab account, my TD Ameritrade? Should I pull my money out of E-Trade? Like, what do I do?" People were freaking out today. So even with the conversation,
now we know who has Twitter accounts and who don't.
Right. So yeah, people were freaking out today. So that's why I really wanted to do a Q&A session with people, to just answer questions and let people understand really what is taking place. So if you guys have questions at all about what's happening, how we got here, where we go from here, start typing your questions in chat. It's my pleasure to answer some of these questions for you guys.
Yeah. 22,000 on last night's stream? That's not possible.
Seriously?
That's not possible. Holy shit.
Really? 22,000 stream?
20? That's the biggest stream we've ever had.
Yeah, it's important. It's important stuff,
I hear you, buddy, but that is the biggest stream we have ever had. Damn. I wish we could put bank runs in the title every time.
Stupid.
All right. Van Johnson says, oh, it's a sales. Damn it. I can't afford $1,000, but I think I missed something Sunday about the tip. Was ADNX. Bought $500 this morning. Do you think I ought to take the loss and move on? Did you alert ADNX?
I've never even heard of that ticker in my life.
Yeah, Van Johnson should Van listen. And if you had $500 to invest in ADNX, which is a stock that's under $2 now.
Not even ADNX. I don't even have a ticker symbol for it.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mike, did he just do it so that the ticker got placed in front of people on this? Oh man, we're rusty, huh?
Oh, we just.
Yeah, let me get it off the screen. Hang on. We're rusty.
What is that, like a sub penny piece of garbage?
No, it's a penny stock, but it is garbage. Joe and I used to do shit like that back in the day.
You're slipping up.
I'm getting rusty in my old age.
Man. You gotta tighten up. You gotta tighten things up over there.
I gotta tighten up there, man. Rusty Hyman is what they call me.
Oh boy, nice one, Joe.
Sorry, guys. I let my guard down for a minute, and there we go. Everyone just erase it from your brain. Somebody kick Jean-Claude Van Moron out of here for a second, all right? All right. Next. Oh, he's been out of here. Thanks, Joe. All right, let's see what we got. Somebody was asking a question about Wells Fargo. They were saying victory through Yeshua. Hello, brother. I just saw a comment on another channel from a woman who said Wells Fargo is not allowing people to access their safety deposit boxes and she was going back there to video this situation. This is I think this is the exact problem with social media. Honestly, I mean, unless you know something that I don't.
Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, I don't believe that is true and even if it is true, the value of assets inside a safety deposit box is so irrelevant to the assets under management and deposits that are being held at a bank. So you can get a safety deposit box and put paperwork in it. Like, to say that they're not allowing people to access safety deposit boxes.
Yeah, they can't loan against your safety deposit box, right?
That's just stupid.
Any thumbs up, thumbs down. Can they loan against your safety deposit box? No, they cannot.
No, they cannot loan against your safety deposit box. You can't go get a safety deposit box and put $50 million of cash in your safety deposit box. It's for like important paperwork, maybe like pieces of jewelry. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think what the person is referring to is 2 days ago, direct deposits for some people's Wells Fargo's accounts were not showing up. It was a technical issue causing customers to report missing deposits. That has since been corrected. This was a couple days ago. This is an old story, but somebody going into Wells Fargo and trying to get their safety deposit box, I don't think that
safety deposit box there's no relation to the actual deposits at a bank.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go through some of the banks today that were in question, and let's see how they held up.
Oh yeah, dude. First of all, it's all the regional banks that are really getting pounded. I mean, the bigger banks are going down as well, but not like the regionals. The regionals are the banks that are at risk of a possible, bank run or a possible issue. It's going to be these regional banks that do not have sticky deposits. What they mean by sticky deposits are going to be more individuals, like individual people that
you can use me as an example.
Yeah. So like Adam is a sticky deposit, an individual person that has a lot of cash in the bank and it just sits there, right? Versus an entity or a company or a startup that's continuously drawing down from their deposits and is always making bank withdrawals for a variety of, whatever the reasons to like operate their business, et cetera. So when you have these situations where like these regional banks, like a Silicon Valley Bank was so highly, 87%, I think it was, or even 90% of their deposits were uninsured. Okay. And what an uninsured, that's going to be stock investments, bond investments, mutual funds, crypto assets, annuities, life insurance policies, municipal securities, right? Like US Treasury bills. Those are uninsured deposits. Insured deposits are going to be individual accounts, joint accounts, like retirement CDs, IRAs, Roths, revocable trusts. Like those are the type of accounts that are insured. So a sticky deposit is going to be, when the cash is really just sits there at the bank, and the bank can use that cash, they can loan against it, and they don't really have to worry about someone coming and then calling that asset and calling that deposit saying, hey, I got to take my money out. I need my money, right? Well, now that's an issue for the bank because the bank does not just keep all your money in a vault. They lend it out as other people borrow essentially your money, and the bank charges an interest rate on it.
Right. So let's take some questions from some people here. Guys, go ahead, type your questions in chat. Anything you want to know about what's going on with the banks today, but more importantly, I think it's safe to assume in here that the vast majority of people want to know what's the best way to make money from this going forward. I mean, you had said that there was going to be, a good amount of opportunity today to make money, and you were obviously correct. The market was very volatile, a little insane. And tomorrow there's really no sign of that slowing down.
Yeah, no, definitely not. This is going to be. Oh my bad, I was typing in the wrong box. This week is going to be crazy. Because while all of this is taking place within the banking system, I told everybody that coming into the day today, I thought there was going to be an opportunity in the banking sector and in the financial sector. I feel like that all of these regional banks were going to initially sell off just because there's no way to know which bank is in more trouble than the other until it's too late, until you find out that it's in trouble. So the market was just going to sell all of them. But then they were going to get at some point overdone because of what happened with the Federal Reserve, backstopping the deposits and providing the bank lending program. And I thought there was going to be a bounce opportunity in that sector today. And that's exactly what we waited for and what we were able to capitalize on. So we waited the initial sell-off in stocks like FRC, in stocks like ZION, in stocks like WAL. Wait for that, and then we waited for that initial flush off, and then we caught that bounce, we caught that rally. When members were able to make a lot of money today because of it. Now tomorrow you're going to have the CPI report. Now I got to be completely honest with you guys. What happened with the banks is disinflationary. Okay, this is a disinflationary event. All right, where this whole bank situation and Silicon Valley Signature going under and scaring the consumer, this is going to cause a drop and a slowdown in borrowing, lending, and spending because people get scared when they start to hear about bank failures. So automatically the consumer, their butthole puckers up, they hunker down, they get a little scared, they get a little concerned, they immediately stop their discretionary spending when they start hearing bank run, bank failure, 2008 moment, financial crisis. And that's all you've heard about over the last couple of days. That's all that there's been talking about. This will end up being a net disinflationary event. So it will actually help bring inflation down. The CPI number.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you had talked. I just because it just popped on my screen, and I have massive ADHD, and I don't want to forget it.
Okay.
Here's this beautiful man right here.
He is such an asshole. I hate this guy.
Look at what he is saying today, bro.
I hate
this. 3 hours ago, regional bank stocks are an incredible bargain right now, as long as the government does the right thing. Bill Ackman. This is the same man that was encouraging people to pull their money out of all the banks yesterday.
I literally said this on the live stream last night. I can't believe this is happening. I said this on the live stream last night. I lost so much respect for Bill Ackman during 2020, during the COVID crash. This guy came on national television. Let me tell you something. This guy came on national television in 2020 and gave a whole crying sob story about how the world was ending and this massive plague of disease and death. And it scared the crap out of everybody. A month goes by and we find out he was buying stocks at that exact same time that he was crying that the world was ending. He's such an asshole, this guy. Now, on Friday, he's tweeting his little fingers off about get your money out of the banks, get your money out of the banks. And now you come out today and you say regional banks are a tremendous bargain. Bro. I have no respect.
Yeah, look, Sarah Eisen is saying it here. There should be more scrutiny of Peter Thiel and Bill Ackman for yelling fire in a crowded theater in this SVB collapse.
Yes. Silicon Valley Bank would have never collapsed if all the VC funds did not tell their client portfolios to pull the money out of the bank. It would still be operating today. And it's not just Peter Thiel. It's not just Bill Ackman. There's a long list of VC funds that did this. But these VC funds told their portfolio companies, get your money out of Silicon Valley. That caused a $45 billion withdrawal request on Friday. That is why Silicon Valley went bankrupt, not because they lost $2.2 billion on their bond position or because they tried to raise capital. It's because everybody took their money out of the bank. Any bank will fail if that happens. It doesn't matter if inflation is 10% or zero. It doesn't matter if the Fed moves interest rates to 20% or zero. It doesn't matter if the economy's red hot or in a recession.
Here, look,
you do that to any bank, it will fail.
Bill Ackman made billions scaring the crap out of folks during COVID lockdowns. He covered shortly after taking his book near the lows. He's a scumbag, dude.
Guy's an asshole. No way around it.
Scumbag.
You know, and he goes on social media and gives the song and dance, and he plays on people's emotions. Do you not understand that this is the exact example of what I talk about how
dumb money versus smart money.
Exactly. Dumb money versus smart money. This is the exact example of why Bill Ackman knows that millions of retail investors will play into his game. All he's doing is playing on your emotions, scaring the crap out of you so that retail panics. And when retail panics, the professionals take advantage of it.
Yeah, without dumb money, these professionals can't make the money that they are making.
They need you to panic. They need you to sell at the bottom so they can load up and buy. That's why people like Bill Ackman come on in 2020 and cry that the world is a plague of death.
That's pretty disgusting. Man? You know?
Really? All while you're covering your shorts and you're getting long? Plague of death, yet he goes and buys Hilton hotels. Plague of death, but you're going to go and buy a hotel company? Then you come out on Friday and you say, get your money out of the bank, get your money out of the bank, get your money out of the bank.
Sunday, as early as last night.
Yeah, get your money out of the bank. And then today, oh, they're a good bargain right now. Why? Because they're up 100, 200% off the low. You realize how much money you could have made if you bought the bottoms of these stocks? We made money today, long those stocks. Why? Why did we make money long those stocks today? Because the members of your trading group actually know what they're doing. They're not just relying on social media emotions. Every single person that's floating around on social media that has no clue what they're talking about is just falling right into the trap of smart money. Smart money is just telling you to panic. It's telling you to be scared. It's telling you to sell. And what are they doing? Well, WAL goes all the way down to $7. Now it's at $27. FRC goes all the way down to $18. Now it's at $34. PACW, PacWest goes all the way down to $5. Now it's at $10. You're talking about smart money stepping in and is already up 100% on their money.
Could have been you.
Stop relying on your emotions to make your decisions and start relying on actual analysis and information. And it's very hard to do if you're not educated and if you don't have the right tools and if you're not part of a professional community that can guide you down that road.
Right.
If all you're left with is Reddit and Twitter, then of course all you have to make your decisions is emotional jargon and nonsense and garbage that people spew out of their ass on social media. People are talking, people are complaining. They're like, oh, the banks got bailed out. No, they didn't. There's not one single dollar of taxpayer money going to any one of these banks. They are getting protected by the FDIC insurance fund that banks pay into after the regulations put in place from 2008. You got Dodd-Frank and everything else that was put in place to make sure that the banking system doesn't collapse like it did in 2008. It's not the same thing. Taxpayer money bailed out banks and bailed out Wall Street in 2008. This is nothing to do with taxpayer money. What happened is the Federal Reserve is saying any bank that owns treasuries that are down, any bank that owns treasuries right now is down on that position on paper because interest rates and yields have skyrocketed, which means if the yields go up, that means the price of the bonds went down. All these financial institutions, they take all their money and they give it to the government in the form of treasury bonds because it's the safest place for your money. The government will always pay their debt. The United States, I should say, will always pay its debt. But what happens is when the bond price goes down on paper, the bank has a massive loss, but it doesn't matter that it has a loss on paper because at the end of maturity of the bond, they get par value back plus their interest rate of the yield that the bond gives them. So it doesn't matter if the bank is down money on paper, as long as they hold to maturity, they get all their money plus the interest. The problem is that when the bank has a run on its money, there's a run on the bank and everybody pulls money out of the bank now needs capital. So they're forced to sell assets, mark to market down the bonds, and realize that loss for no reason. The bank run is what caused the bank to fail. It's crazy because the same people that are worried about the bank failing are the ones that caused the failure. If all those companies from the VC funds kept all their money, if there was not a $45 billion withdrawal on Friday, Silicon Valley would still be here. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy where fear is at its maximum. And now the Federal Reserve is saying, we're going to create a loan program, a lending program that will let any bank that is in a capital crunch borrow against the treasury position they own. This way they don't have to sell the position and realize multi-billion dollars of losses. That plugs the bleeding. That's huge. If the Federal Reserve did not do that yesterday, the markets would have been deeply red today if the Federal Reserve did not do that. But we're not red today. We're actually green. If the world is ending, why is the market green today? You got to ask yourself these questions. If the world is ending, why now is Bill Ackman telling you that regional banks are tremendous value? You have to stop falling victim to the emotional, roller coaster of social media. It is never going to lead you down the correct path, ever. Actually get educated, actually get real.
Unless you're not a member of True Trading Group and you're watching this stream, and in that case, social media did lead you down the right path.
Yeah, well, True Trading Group will lead you down the right path. But it's not, right. It's not because I'm posting stuff on Twitter and I'm leading you down the right path. It's because you're joining True Trading Group, and I'm going to give you the same type of education that I received when I went to a 3-month educational training program at a hedge fund in New York. That's why you're going to be leading.
Did you ask how many non-members we have on here today?
No, I haven't.
I'm curious before we get into CPI and how to make money with that tomorrow.
Guys, how many people are on the live stream right now? We got over 1,000 people watching with us here. How many of you are not members of True Trading Group? Just type the letters TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group. Just type TTG. Type TTG if you're not a member. I just want to see how many people that we have on here that are not part of the group. Taylor, Nate, Zach, T13, Seabass, Victor, Chris, Shaw, Turbo, B Dizzle, Bloody, Stefan, Jackie, B Lake, Freedom, Dole Cuts,
Bloody,
Jugshot, Papa, Ed Cush, Bren's Place, Jay Irons, Life of Vincent. Is that true? It took Congress 90 years to do drunk driving laws? Is that true?
That is true. Yeah, it is.
Wow, that's insane.
There used to be drive-through
liquor stores?
places where you can get liquor, and they call them to-goers.
Wow, that's crazy.
In Texas.
Well, no one said our government is efficient and moves swiftly. Steve-O, Dave, nice. B Dizzle is actually their first time seeing our live stream. B Dizzle, nice. Welcome.
You're in for
Jury, Coliswa, Scott, A Salerno.
Nice. A lot of people.
Bro, Mo. Wait, Jess says we have those in Ohio. I'm not surprised.
No, they don't.
Jess, because we have those in Ohio. I'm not surprised.
Not legally, Jess. You don't.
Taylor Redler is also first-time viewer. We got a lot of first-time viewers with us tonight, Adam. Guys, welcome. All of you that are first-time viewers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button for us. We do these 6 days a week, and I don't listen. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. And we always give you our analysis, our commentary, and also all of our trade ideas. We're not Monday morning
I can't
quarterback.
believe we had 22,000 views last night.
Yeah, 22,000 views last night, man. It's a very, helpful live stream last night. So I'm happy to see so many people, getting educated and taking advantage of it.
Zach Curtis as first time viewer. Wow.
Nice. Look at Levy. We got a Levi. We have a lot of new people here.
Bro, we're coming up in the world, man.
Yeah. Well, we cracked over 100,000 subscribers not too long ago, and
we did. I feel like YouTube was like, all right, we'll let you out now. You
first time viewer again, Dole Cuts, first time viewer. Guys, this is fantastic. I'm happy to see so many people here that are here for the first time.
Welcome.
And then you have all my TTG members, and you got all my TTG members. You guys just type the number 1 if you're a member of True Trading Group. Let's see, for all the people that are new here, you'll see how deep the TTG family rolls. We have members in 100 different countries. Thousands of members all over the world. So all of you that are new and are not members, you'll see how many of our TTG fam are with us here on this live stream, and you're going to be astonished at just how big the TTG family and the TTG community is, and for damn good reason. Because these people are getting real education, they're getting access to real tools, they're becoming part of a real community.
They're making money, and the ones that aren't making money are not being left behind.
Yeah.
People are being treated like people. People are being given transparency. People are being given an actual shot. The tools and the stuff that we offer is great. And it's more than you're going to find anywhere else.
Yeah.
But what really sets us apart is not just the tools and the courses and the chat. It's the actual opportunity that you get on an even playing field. It's the transparency. It's the fact that you're not just a number. And I think that's something that's missing in this and a lot of other industries, and that's what we do. So now, yeah, that's and I got to tell you, after this past weekend of being able to meet so many of our members in person, I mean, dude, I feel like I made some like lifelong friends this weekend.
Oh, 100%, me too.
Like I'm not being like corny, or I'm being serious.
Adam, I met somebody. Art and Debbie. I don't know if they're on this live stream. Probably not, because they're too busy being retired and sailing on their boat in Florida. But they actually live 10 minutes, not even. They live about 7 minutes away from me, back up in New Jersey. We live in the same town. So I got a new golf buddy. I don't know if Art or Debbie, if you guys are on the live stream, hello, but I doubt it. You're probably on your boat. But yeah, we've formed new relationships with people, and these are relationships that are going to last a lifetime. And that's why I say welcome to the family when you join True Trading Group.
Yeah, man, it was super neat. I look forward to doing it again in June.
Oh, my boy Fernando, what's up, man? Yes, my golf buddy.
I'm here from New Zealand.
He was my golf buddy this weekend.
Wish you could have been there, Dave Norby. Dave, would your wife let you come?
Oh, Dave, you should have just stayed.
Dave, you should not be. I mean, probably
next time, Dave. We got a lot of new people here, Adam. You want me to go through, maybe show them?
Well, do it quick. Do the sales thing quick, because I want to get into CPI. And
yeah, let me do this quick. Here, guys, here's what we're gonna do. All the people that are not members, I will take 3 minutes and I will explain to you how you can become part of our community and what we offer. Because then I still want to answer your questions about the banking system, and I want to talk about the CPI number tomorrow. That's very important stuff that we still have to go over, and I want to give you my analysis of what I think the markets are going to do.
Glennie is changing in the. Here we go.
Don't do that.
All right. I'm done.
Are you sure?
All right, I'm done. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So what I'll do, I'll go over with people. Okay. I'll go over with people, how they can join True Trading Group and what incentives that we have for you guys to join here today. And And then I'll get into CPI, my analysis, what I think the market does. And then I'll also answer your questions about the banking situation. So anyone that, all the people that were saying, hey, I'm new, you guys can join. We're leaving that. You guys can get a 55% discount on the membership today.
We were going to update it today, but Mike was inundated with questions about the banking stuff. And then you got CPI tomorrow. So we don't want to leave anything, we don't want you to, if the sake of a couple $100 is going to make you hesitate, we'd rather leave it for one more day. So go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. So, we were going to leave it. But I mean, we're going to raise it, but with everything that's been going on, I was bombarded with questions. People were really, freaking out today. And I want to give everybody, that really wants to get access to this education, this platform, I want to give them a chance. The price is normally $2,212 for the year, but you're going to get a 55% discount today, which is $990 for the entire year. And there's no upsells for the courses. There's no upsells for the $5,000 worth of tools that you get access to. It's all included the entire year for $990. So it includes our 22 course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the 3-month educational training program that I had to go through when I worked at the fund. Joe, maybe you can post up the link in chat. If you post up the link in chat, you guys can see for yourself. Click on the link. You'll see exactly all the courses you get access to. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got all of it. It's all included. But then you also get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. That's $1,000 alone if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included when you join True Trading Group for $990. You also get congressional trading data, so you can track the trades being made by members of Congress. You get insider trading information, so you can track what insiders are buying and selling shares of their stock. Quote Media's full book level 2, Trading View's premium charting software. That's $600 a year if you go to Trading View directly. It's included when you join TTG for the $990. You get a simulator from ET&A that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but real-time data. You get the Trade Ideas scanner, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. That streams on our platform all day, so you can make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. Our own proprietary scanner, it's very similar to FinViz Elite. If you guys know FinViz, you can create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a trading journal, social sentiment scanners, analyst ratings. All of this is included when you join True Trading Group for $990. These tools are easily $5,000 to $6,000 a year if you pay for them on your own. We spent years building relationships with these companies so that you don't have to. Okay, saves you a few $1,000. Okay, all you guys have to do is go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121, click apply code, and the price will drop down to $990. I have no idea how many laptops Adam has left. I'll wait for him to let me know, but I do know that we do have a handful. So as soon as Adam returns and he can tell me, I do know we have laptops because I saw the order form, but I don't know how many that there are. I don't know how many laptops are there, Adam?
Hang on.
So when you guys join, you're going to get a free laptop as well. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. Guys, we have members in 100 different countries. So as long as you live on planet Earth, we're going to get you that free laptop. You don't have to enter your address when you join. You'll get a welcome email once you guys join.
And surprisingly, whoever was the person from New Zealand, we actually just got done sending a bunch of laptops to New Zealand and to Australia.
We have a handful of members, man.
From that area, from New Zealand and Australia. Yeah.
We have New Zealand, we have the Australia, we have the Philippines, we have Taiwan, we have Singapore, we have Hong Kong, we have Japan, India. I mean, we have members from literally all over the world.
I have 11, but I think I may have more, but I can't confirm it yet.
All right, so 11.
But I have 11. So if anything, we'll just have more for tomorrow.
Life of Vincent says there's no way to pay monthly. Is there? No, it's a yearly membership, but we take PayPal credit.
The only reason that there's two big reasons why we don't do the monthly payment thing. First and foremost, when Mike tells you you're getting access to $5,000 worth of tools, he's not exaggerating. We literally went out and have licensing agreements with these other companies. So when we tell you you're getting quote media, real-time level 2 data and full book level 2, and you're getting options data from CBOE, and you're getting the ETNA simulator and trading view and all these things, these are the actual thing, like the actual products. You're not getting like a demo of them or like a limited version of them. It's literally you're getting the full product. Part of that agreement with these companies is that we have to essentially, we can't offer it monthly. That was part of it, right? The other part is that we used to offer a monthly package before we had these tools, and the quality of member that pays $50 a month or whatever is substantially less than those that pay up front for everything. And okay. Substantially less than just to, I don't see what you guys are looking at.
It doesn't matter. It's
all right. But for example, like here, we're $82.50. If you do the math, it works out to like $82.50 per month. And if you do the daily breakdown of what that is, it's $2.71 a day. So, the people that want to be here, look, people put money into way dumber stuff. It's really, for those that are serious, this is a drop in the bucket. And there's a reason that, all these people are here supporting us and everything else.
This cost me $5.65.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. We wasted like a lot of time on this.
Yeah, but I want to do this quickly because we have a lot to talk about still. But when you do join, you get the courses, you get all those tools, you get the free laptop. You also get a one-on-one mentor session with one of the mods, and you get a double your money back guarantee as well. I stand behind the platform, guys, that we've created. I have no problem offering you a double your money back guarantee. It's actually quite simple. You join True Trading Group, you pay $9.90. If you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend the study group, and utilize the platform you're actually subscribing to, if you are not capable of making $990 at least once during your membership, then at the end of your membership, we will give you back $1,980. That is double what you're going to, and you can keep the laptop. So you actually make out better. You'll pay
don't send it back to us. If the guy in New Zealand signs up, keep it. Don't send it back.
Yeah.
I see the comment you're talking about now from that person.
Crazy, man.
That is the craziest thing. Damn.
But,
all right.
Anyway.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys. So for all the people that said they're not members, you guys, you can go to ttgoffer.com. The price will go up to over $1,100 tomorrow. All right. The next 11 people to join with coupon code TTG121 will get a free laptop. We cover the shipping. It's free. We ship anywhere in the world. All right. And you get the double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. If you have any questions, if anybody has any questions at all, we are a full open book. You have questions about me, my trading, the other mods. You have questions about the tools, the courses, anything. Send a text message to the number.
Anybody but Brens. Anyone but Brens. Brens, don't ask any questions.
786-505-4049. The phone number is right at the bottom of your screen. Don't be shy. Don't hesitate, guys. Just send us a text message. We'll answer any questions that you have.
Yeah. I want to put it on the screen just so that you can tell her no.
Other members already answered.
Okay. Well, now people are going to be confused, but here, I'll just do it real quick. Bren's Place says, should I tell my mom to stop her Social Security deposit from Wells Fargo and close her account? Absolutely not.
No.
Is me saying no, does that count as financial advice? I don't mean it as financial advice, but more like just common sense stuff, you know?
Well, yeah,
And in fairness, they may not know. They could be scared. Maybe they're at a different part in the live stream.
absolutely. Listen, Adam, people that don't know about this stuff are scared. It's the fear of the unknown, right? It's the fear of the unknown. And that's why people come on these live streams, to get educated and to get the known, right? Like they come on here to get information that can help them make better decisions, that can help them make money. That's why people are here, right? That's why we're all involved in the stock market, is to make money. And it's my job, it's my responsibility, and I carry it like the weight of the world on my shoulders to educate as many retail traders and investors and my entire, TGD family, to the best of my ability, to share with them the knowledge and experience that I've gained over the 17 years of doing this and working on Wall Street, and helping them in any way that I possibly can. And the best way to help somebody is to educate somebody.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, enough sales. Let's get into some stuff. You promised me food after this, so I'm going to take you up on that. Been lurking for about a year. Wonder where I'd been if I signed up a year ago. I don't know, but sign up now, Turbo.
Yeah, Turbo, man. I mean, you got to think about Turbo, man. Yeah, if you joined a year ago, I'll tell you what would have happened. You would have been able to sell out of your positions at the end of 2021 and before the market crashed in 2022. Would have saved you a ton of money there, because we told all of our members in True Trading Group that we were selling at the end of 2021 when the SPY was at like 460, 450. We were selling in our long-term portfolios, anticipating a crash in 2022. We got short the market, rode it down, made money in a down market when the markets crashed over 20%. And now here we are, taking advantage of the volatility that we still do have here, and piled into, energy and oil stocks in 2022, and we're able to outperform the market. That's exactly where you would have been if you had joined a year ago. Now you have to look forward now and say, well, where could you be a year from now if you actually joined here today? You can go to ttgoffer.com. You can enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $9.90. Fill out your info, check out. You're good to go. Double your money back guarantee, one-on-one mentor session, free laptop. It's there for you. All you have to do is be willing to actually make an investment in yourself. Too many people on here have no problem putting $990. Okay. Too many people in here have no problem putting $990 into some stock tip that Mambo Jam's Kitty Cat told them about on Reddit. But they hesitate putting $990 into themselves. The best stock tip, the best investment that you will ever make is in yourself. Stop believing in random people on social media and start believing in yourself.
All right, let's talk CPI. Hot or cold?
I have no idea if it's going to come in hot or cold. I think this
Have you answered that? I'd like that. I was hoping. I mean, I know I put you on the spot. I was hoping that you would answer it that way.
Yeah, I have no idea if it's coming in hot or cold. The expectation is that it's going to come in 6%. 6% is the number. Yeah, the expectation is 6%, which is actually, it's pretty low.
I mean, is that no take backsies? Like,
you're really setting the bar kind of high for us here.
I mean, they can't. Are they gonna massage the numbers a couple of days later?
No. 6% is the expectation for tomorrow morning. That's down from 6.4%. Month over month expectation is 0.4%. That's down from 0.5. Core CPI expectation is 5.5% year over year. That's down from the 5.6 number. So again, we are expecting to see inflation to be trending to the downside. It still is trending to the downside. Even though you got a hot number last month, it is still trending down. So the numbers were less than the prior month, but they were higher than expected. So we got to see what happens with the CPI number tomorrow. I believe that my analysis regarding the CPI data tomorrow is that the risk is actually to the upside, not the downside. What happened with the banks is a disinflationary event. Now, the data that you are going to get is inflation from the month of February, which is prior to this banking issue. This banking issue is deflationary. Okay. So disinflationary. So I think if the number comes in even or slightly higher, I don't think the markets are going to sell off, I think, as hard as people might be thinking. Because I think the market
off at all if that happens.
Yeah, I think the market's going to look through that number and say, okay, maybe it comes in at 6.2, right? And the expectation is 6.0, or it comes in at 6.1 and the expectation is 6.0. I don't think the market sells off as hard as you think, because I think the market's going to realize that this banking issue is going to cause a slowdown in spending, a slowdown in borrowing, a slowdown in lending, and that's going to help bring inflation down. It's going to cause consumers to get a little scared. And when consumers get scared, they tighten up discretionary spending, and that can help services inflation come down. So you may see the market not react to the downside on the CPI number unless it's significantly higher. Like, let's say the expectation is 6.0 and it comes in 6.5, like something like that. Its expectations 0.4 comes in 0.6 month over month. Then the market maybe trades to the downside because the markets are worried about what the Fed's going to be able to do to fight inflation. Okay. But if you get a number that is under the expectations, I think the markets actually rally pretty hard, because the markets will say I think the Fed pauses now on March 22nd. I do not think they're going to give you even a 25 basis point rate hike on the 22nd, unless this CPI number is significantly hot. If the CPI number is significantly hot, I think maybe they give you another 25 basis points, but I really think they're going to pause on the March 22nd meeting. We got to welcome Brian. Brian's the newest member. There's 10 spots left. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price drops to $9.90. You see a laptop. That's how you know you're getting one. You don't need to enter your address. You're going to welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. You get the double your money back guarantee. I can offer you double your money back, guys, plain and simple, because the numbers don't lie. We've only had to give a refund to 2.83% of our members since 2016. 78% of our members renew their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. That is why I can offer you double your money back. If our refund rate was 10%, I wouldn't be able to offer you double your money back. Okay? I wouldn't be able to sustain the 30 employees that we have at True Trading Group. We got to welcome Don. Don's the newest member of the group. Now we're down to just 9 spots left.
Doug, have you seen the picture that's on the screen?
Yes.
It's been there for like 10 minutes.
Yes, I see it.
Do you understand
it? I didn't see the Silicon Valley.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't.
Of course I get it. I couldn't see it.
Anyways, guys, big shout out.
Of course I get it.
Big shout out to Glennie. That was hilarious. They just said on Fox News that they also expect the Fed to no raise interest rates tomorrow. I think that there's 100% chance. In fact, I would be willing to bet everything that I own. Wait. No, you trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
All right.
I'm willing to bet everything I own that the Fed does not raise interest rates tomorrow, because the Fed meeting is next week. You son of a, you know what, man? You suck.
The Fed meeting is March 22nd, not tomorrow. So, yeah.
You suck, dude.
Adam is willing to bet everything he owns that they do not raise rates tomorrow. The Fed meeting is the 22nd. So I think the Fed pauses. We talked about that early today. I know a lot of different media outlets are now talking about the Fed pausing, something that we've been discussing pretty much all day, because the Fed is going to raise rates until they break something. And a couple things have broken. This is the third thing to break. First thing to break was crypto and FTX. The second thing to break was the UK pension funds. And the third thing to break is now the banking system here with Silicon Valley and Signature Bank.
Mike, are you bullish or bearish, or are you a honey badger?
I'm a honey badger. So I'm a honey badger. I don't care if the markets go up or down. I'm going to be positioned to be making money from this trading environment. But I believe, if you've been following my live streams for a while, you'll know that I believe that we're going to have a mild recession, and I do believe that the market does go lower. I have, from when I'll just show you guys real quick. So I sold in my long-term portfolio right here.
Somebody
Okay, so-
goes, NASDAQ, buy or sell. D-spray.
So this is when I sold in my long-term portfolio. I was very public about it. It actually started here. So it's like this whole time right here. Right. So that's when I was selling in my long-term portfolio. I was very vocal about it. I told all my members in True Trading Group. I told everybody on YouTube. And then I started buying back in my long-term portfolio. I started buying back. I bought a little piece there. I bought a big chunk there. And I still have a chunk of cash left that I'm waiting to deploy. I'm waiting to deploy a little bit lower down here as the year goes on. So, overall bigger picture from this price of 386, I'm bearish because I believe the markets do see more downside this year. At which point I'll be a buyer in my long-term portfolio. My TTG fam will know exactly when I'm buying. They'll know what stocks I'm buying. They'll know what price I'm buying. When I do start adding my long-term portfolio again. I've already added twice. I'll be doing it again at some point throughout the course of this year when my price targets are met, which I feel pretty good that they're going to be met later this year. But in the meantime, I'll be trading all of that price movement. I'll be short to the downside. I'll be long to the upside, and we're going to play all this volatility because there's opportunities everywhere you look in this market to the upside and the downside.
What time does CPI come out tomorrow?
8:30 a.m.
All right. Well, you think the banks will stop or reduce dividends if the panic continues? Or
yes, probably some of the regional banks may cut their dividend. You could see dividend cuts. You could definitely see dividend cuts. I would not be surprised if you see that.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I also think you're going to see possibly a disappointing earnings from some of the big banks, because any deposits that are being taken out of the small regional banks, where do you think they're going to go? You think they're going to go under someone's mattress, or you think they're going to go into JP Morgan, right? They're going to go into Bank of America. They're going to go into Wells Fargo. They're going to go into all the big banks, the banks that are too big to fail, right? So every 1 basis point increase in deposits is like a $250 million interest expense for the big banks. So you may initially think that all of that money going into the bigger banks, you would think that all of this, you would assume that that's actually a net positive, but it could actually end up being a net negative when it comes to their earnings. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when those banks report earnings, if they do see a big increase in deposits. But I would anticipate the big banks, the megas, I would expect them to see an increase in deposits over the next couple of weeks.
Somebody said, blood of Jesus, fix our world, end this
Why
war.
would you repeat that?
I don't understand. All right. Let's see here. Any other questions?
Yeah, guys, I mean, you guys have any questions? I mean, this is kind of some crazy stuff happening. If you guys have questions, now's the time to ask.
All right, let's see what we got here. It's a good question. Could the
No.
Well,
yes,
I didn't read the question.
I know. Sorry. Could the bank problems be tied to the proposed new taxation rules for capital gains? The answer is no. They're not. There's no relation there whatsoever.
All right. Next question from Matt Kung. What sectors benefit from a rate pause?
Growth. Kathy Wood, ARK, Snowflake, Coinbase. All the growth stocks.
This is a good question. Where does the insurance money come from to cover the deposits?
The banks themselves. So the banks themselves have to pay into the FDIC insurance fund.
Okay.
It's not taxpayer money. It's from the banks themselves.
Here's an excellent question. Well, let me ask a silly question, and then I'll ask an excellent question. Are you taking your money out of the banks? Just asking.
No, not at all. But I also bank. My money is with the largest bank in the entire world, and that's JP Morgan. So I have nothing to, my answer is no. I'm not taking the money out of the banks. You don't need to. The government is backing all of the deposits.
Yo,
So you
get
don't need to.
Of social media for the next 3 days. Do a detox. Relax. Now for a good question. What is the best strategy for people trading in a different time zone and can't be up to get the alerts? I love this because I will tell you something that you had told members, and then you could just kind of go with it.
Sure.
You made some comment a while ago about how it was really beneficial, just like it's beneficial for people when they're starting with a smaller account because they're forced into, practicing proper risk management. When people live in a different time zone or they can't be in front of their computer all the time or whatever, you had said that it forced proper game plans. So if you can't be in front of the computer all day to get the alerts, you could, find your own trader identity, use analysis that we've been talking about, let us do some of the heavy lifting, and then you come in and with a solid trading plan.
Well, when they say I'm in a different time zone, I can't be up to get alerts. I gotta argue that a bit because there's no time zone that you can't be awake at all at any moment from 9:30 in the morning until 4:00 in the afternoon Eastern time. So if you want to be making trades, at some point you're going to have to actually execute a trade. And the moderators and I are in chat from the early hours of pre-market. We're with you from pre-market all the way through until the close of the day. So the mods and I, we're not just gone. We don't just send alerts for 1 hour. The mods and I are trading during the entire trading day and the entire trading session. So, my advice to you would be to pay very close attention to the watch list that we published, because we go over watch lists with you and give you our game plans before we ever enter trades. So you're going to get a day trading watch list that has these stocks, and this is the game plan: buy here, sell here. Then you're going to get swing trading watch lists: buy here, sell here. Options watch lists, index option watch lists. So that is what we provide to all of our members. So if you're a swing trader, for example, which it maybe sounds like if you're in a different time zone and that's what you're really looking for, just make sure you go through all of our swing trading watch lists. And there's not as much pressure for the timing of it. And you can just start, setting orders before, you can start setting orders and like OCO orders, which means like if you take profit, your stop loss cancels. If your stop loss gets hit, your take profit cancels. And I would say that is a trading strategy that you can try to implement without me knowing more details, Lisa, of like, well, what time zone are you actually in? What I will tell you, Lisa, is that we have members in every single time zone in this world. So there's members all over the globe that are in different time zones. Okay. So, when you become a part of True Trading Group, you're really able to talk to other members as well and really build relationships inside of
She's from Australia.
Oh, she's from Australia. We have a lot of members in Australia.
Ton of members from Australia. You know why though? We did a marketing campaign a really long time ago. Well, not really long, but 2 years ago with an Australian influencer. And then since then, there's just been a lot of like word of mouth in those communities in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Yeah. I've been sitting up all night. Oh, Lisa, I love your dedication. I love your dedication. Yeah, Lisa, I would encourage you to, like, when you do join True Trading Group, or as you are a member of True Trading Group, I would say to talk to other members and all the other.
And honestly, Lisa, STR.
Yeah, STR.
Learn how to trade futures. They were trading futures yesterday in STR in the afternoon.
Yeah. So you can go into STR. STR is an after hours chat where there's members in there that are trading together and trading futures, or they're trading, after hours or whatever it is. You can go in there at 3:00 in the morning, Lisa, and there's going to be, 100, 200, a couple hundred STR members that are sharing their screen. They're talking on the mic. They're answering questions or going over workshops, trade ideas. My answer to you would definitely be to join STR. Any other questions?
Hello? I'm going to go get the other protein muffin out of the fridge. You can handle that one.
I have a question. Why do you guys pick and choose who take funds from for your lifetime? We don't pick and choose, Patricia, who we don't pick and choose. Tomorrow is actually the last day. It's finally done. It's finally done. We're finally finished with the remaining payment plan spots for the lifetime membership. So tomorrow actually is the last day that we are able to replace those lifetime membership spots. So Patricia, if you are interested, tomorrow Adam and I will do a workshop for the lifetime membership. It is going to be the last day, but we don't pick and choose. I mean, there were just very limited spots because we don't sell a lifetime membership anymore. These are just spots that are left over from when there were payment plans, and we just have to close out the balance on them. So we're giving them to people that want them, but they're extremely limited. We don't just have like an unlimited amount of. We're not selling lifetime membership spots. Tomorrow's actually the very last day, so it's finally done. Are you buying into your long-term portfolio now, Iverson Allen? No, I'm not. If you missed it earlier, I added in my long-term portfolio around 380 in May, like 382. And then that was a small little piece. And I added a big chunk on June 17th when the SPY was in the 360s. And I still have cash on the sideline, and I'm looking for my next add lower from here. Maybe another, 15 to 25 points lower from here is where I would be adding in my long-term portfolio. I probably won't be adding my long-term portfolio till a little bit later this year, if I'm correct in the analysis that I have. Mike, how do you fight whales taking liquidity? I know you will say allocating your stop loss with some room. However, you also risk to lose more money. Any suggestion? You do not risk to lose more money. You just have to adjust your position size, Paul, for the additional wiggle room that you're setting. So if you, for example, buy a stock at $50 and your stop loss is $58.60, is $48.60, right? You buy it at 50, your stop loss is $48.60 versus your stop loss being $48.40. You're not risking more money from $48.60 to $48.40. You should be adjusting your position size. That's what you should be doing. So your position size needs to be adjusted based on the wiggle room that you're providing for your stop loss. So if there's a particular support level, your stop loss obviously has to go beneath the support level, not at it or in it. It has to be beneath the support level. And you just adjust your position size based on the placement of your stop. So you're not risking more money. Maybe instead of you having, I'm just making up a number, instead of you having 200 shares, you have 175 shares, right? Like you just have to adjust your position size based on where your stop loss is. It's a very simple equation. If you guys need help, this is the equation. What's the dollar amount you're willing to lose on a trade? That's your risk tolerance. So if you say, I'm okay risking $200 per trade, meaning when you're wrong, you lose $200. If that's your risk tolerance, then you're going to do 200 divided by the distance between your entry and your stop loss. So if you buy a stock at 50, we'll just do the math for you right now. If you buy the stock at 50 and your stop loss is 48.60, that's $1.40. So you do 200 divided by 1.4, and that's 143 shares. Versus if your stop loss is 48.40, you do 50 minus 48.40, that's $1.60. So 200 divided by $1.60 is 125 shares. So the only difference, depending on where your stop loss is, you're talking 143 shares versus 125 shares based on where your stop loss is. And that's how you stay within the $200 risk tolerance. In both of those scenarios, Paul, you lose the exact same amount of money. It's just on you to adjust your position size to make sure that you're still within that risk tolerance. Good question. Tamar has a good question. So if I'm an annual member, I can buy it if I want tomorrow. Yes, if you are an annual member, Patricia, you can buy one of the very last lifetime membership slots tomorrow. It is the very last day. Wizard, what's up, man? It was so great meeting you. It was so great meeting you and your lovely wife, and tell your whole family hello. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for the gift. You're incredible. Tell the whole fam, tell your kids, everybody hello. Tell everybody I said hi. Firefighter Greg, what's up, man? Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet you too, man. It was awesome. Vincent, welcome to the TTG family, folks. There's now 8 spots left. Welcome, Vincent. Vincent's the newest member of the group. 8 spots left, guys. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. And the price will drop to $990. It's going to be over $1,100 tomorrow, so take advantage of this. And as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that's how you know that you're getting one. See a laptop, that's how you know you're getting it.
Yeah, if you're watching it later and you still see it, we still have them.
Mitma, it was a pleasure meeting you as well.
I have an important question. Did Adam let a TTG member drive his cool cars? I let several TTG members drive my cool cars. I even would show up at the shuttle place early, like at people's hotels, and anyone that was straggling along, I would drive them to the event in the cars.
Yeah.
Except there was somebody that decided that it was a good idea to leave their Cookies vape pen in my car.
Oh, wow.
So I know it was an accident. Just know that I'm not sending it back to you. I threw it out because my kid thought it was a pen. So not cool for many reasons. So, but yeah, I did allow people to drive my. I don't know if Sky Junkie's in here right now. Oh yeah, yes he is. Let me tell you something, man. The look on Sky Junkie's face when he did he did a launch control in the Porsche.
Yeah.
Dude, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. The look on his face is very, very cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, also, funniest thing I've ever said. I got to tell you, I want to hang out like at the next event. I want to actually like hang out with that whole crew of huh? I'm good. I'm gonna go home. Actually, she texted me. Yeah. Later, Mike.
What?
Mike Burrell.
Oh, you got a good question here from Robert Herricks. You guys
Where's
see that
that
one?
at?
It's further up. It's before you start talking about the cars. It's about the Fed and CPI. Is it going to put the Fed in a tough position if CPI comes in hot tomorrow and not raise rates, given with what happened in the banking sector?
Hell
So,
yes.
yeah, it puts the Fed in a really tough spot. But so the Fed has two mandates, right? Price stability and maximum employment. Both of those take a backseat to financial system stability.
Yeah.
And the Fed would much rather deal with 3 to 4% inflation than break the banking system. So if CPI comes in scorching hot tomorrow, I still don't think the Fed's going to act. I think the Fed might pause now and see how does this banking issue, how does that affect the next month inflation number? Because this is a disinflationary event that's taken place with the banking system. This will help inflation come down. So,
Mike, I don't want to wear a tinfoil hat, but come on, man. Was it done on purpose?
no, I really, no.
This does help inflation come down.
Listen, it helps inflation come down, but you are playing with fire when you start breaking.
Dude, they've been playing with fire the whole time.
No, not like this. You don't purposely break a bank. You're playing with fire. I would not say that it was done on purpose. No.
Yeah. It's just a big deflationary event.
Disinflationary.
Yeah. Disinflationary event.
So, and they're actually, and this is not just grammar. There's actually a very big difference between deflationary and disinflationary. Deflation means prices are going down. Disinflation means that inflation is the rate of inflation is going down.
Yes. So Bob DeLu is asking, what is happening with Credit Suisse?
Yeah, I mean, Credit Suisse is one of the weaker banks. Okay, we all know that. Credit Suisse is has been having trouble for a long time, but I don't. I don't know what's going on with Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse is not, is not being looked at like you have some of these regional banks. But Credit Suisse has its own issues. I think Credit Suisse eventually will just restructure and break off pieces of their business
into different Suisses.
Into different Suisses. But that bank's been having a tough time for a long time. But the weakness in Credit Suisse is very different. It's very different compared to what's going on with the regional banks that, like Silicon Valley Bank. They're not the same thing. It's very different. You got to take a look at credit default spreads over the next couple of weeks. Credit default spreads. When credit default spreads widen, it means that there's a higher risk with that company and that company's stability. And I haven't checked any credit default spreads today, but you're going to see credit default spreads probably widen, and the wider that they get, the more that's what happened with Credit Suisse the last time when everyone's like Lehman moment, and Credit Suisse was fine. You saw a big spike in their credit default spreads, and that is typically an indication that's typically an indication of a lack of confidence in the stability of that company. So pay attention to credit default spreads over the next couple of weeks. And if there's any particular bank that sees a massive spike, then that's basically, investors saying that we're pretty wary about this company. What I'm getting from your analysis is a bullish stance, at least short term. Not really, Jeep. I'm just, it's not a bullish stance. It's just the world's not ending stance. It's like if you looked at social media over the weekend, you would have thought that the world was over. You would have thought it was 2008 all over again. You would have thought that you were going to go to JP Morgan, you were going to go to a Chase Bank branch, or you were going to go to Bank of America or Capital One, and you were going to try to, or Wells Fargo, and you were going to try to take out $100 from the ATM, and the bank was going to be like, sorry, we're closed. Like, we don't have your money, like was going to happen over the weekend, because they have absolutely no concept of what actually is happening in the banking system. They have no concept at all of why and how Silicon Valley Bank failed. They have no idea what they're talking about. They just hear bank run or bank failure, and they just think that the whole banking system is going to collapse and you should take all your cash out of the bank and stuff it under your mattress. And they have no idea or concept of what the Federal Reserve even did. And I'm just saying that it's not an end of the world scenario. Something broke. This is what happens when the Fed raises interest rates at the fastest pace in history. You get a lot of these banks, they get caught with these massive losses on their bond portfolios. And if they are forced to liquidate and mark to market on these positions in order to meet deposit withdrawal requests from customers, they take a massive hit. If they didn't have the issue is time, because all of these banks put their money into these long dated treasuries. But like if Silicon Valley could just hold on to that position until it matures, they get all the money back plus the interest. That's how the banks are making money. one of the ways, right? But they couldn't, because there was a run on the bank. So it's not that it's not necessarily that I'm bullish. I think the volatility right now is so intense that I truly don't care whether the market goes up or down tomorrow. I think if the CPI number comes in light, like you get if you get a 5 handle on the CPI number tomorrow, I think this market rips. I think you go back to the low to mid 390s if you get a 5 handle on the CPI print tomorrow. And if there's no other whispers of issues in the banking sector.
Screen.
So people that had shares with SIVB, will they just lost that money? Yes, Renee.
Yeah, as it should be, because
as it should be, right? So shareholders of SIVB lose everything. You're totally wiped out. So if you had $10,000 worth of SIVB stock, you lost all of it. Okay, 100% of it is gone. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, right? Investing is speculative.
Right.
Depositing your money into a bank is not.
Exactly. Listen, what is transpiring right now is exactly how it should be. This is very different from what happened in 2008.
No taxpayer money. We're not bailing out shareholders, or like that's the way it should be.
Risk, yeah. Mo said it perfectly. Risk takers lose, depositors get their money back. So someone that buys shares of SIVB because they think the stock's going to go up, you took a bet, you took a risk. Investing has risk. You lost. That makes sense. That is exactly what should happen. You invested in a company that failed. But the people that went into Silicon Valley Bank with their hard-earned money and were like, hey, can I keep my money here at this bank? Those people did absolutely nothing wrong. Those people are going to get their money back. And that's exactly how it should be. And every person of upper management at the bank is fired. That's exactly how it should be. It should not be like what happened in 2008 when the taxpayer dollars had to bail out all the risky plays that all the Wall Street executives made, and the Wall Street executives nothing even happened to them. Okay? Very, very different situation in 2008 with what's going on right now. Okay.
At your trading group, please mention that the brokerages themselves are okay.
Yes. Right now, all the brokerages
Oh,
are.
wait. Oh, here we go. Oh, I love it. You ready?
Oh, Jesus.
Light them up.
Let me ask Wes, let me ask you this question. Do you understand how this bailout is even works? Do you understand what the bailout is? Do you understand where the money is coming from?
Not a chance.
I just want you to, I want to see if you actually know where this money's coming from. The banks themselves are paying for the deposits to be secured. Do you realize that? Do you realize the FDIC insurance fund is built through payments from the banks?
No, they have absolutely no clue.
It's
That's
not
what
from taxpayers. It's not from taxpayers. Taxpayers do not fund that account. The banks themselves fund that account. Okay? So, very different from what happened in 2008. That was taxpayer money. TARP program was taxpayer money. What's happening right now is not taxpayer money. Okay?
So someone said, we're looking to talk about investments and you're talking about fish.
Fish?
TARP is a type of fish, right? But that's not.
Shut up. Somebody didn't say that.
No.
Oh. Jeez, man. Come on. And then the lending program is from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is saying, okay, bank, if you own $20 billion worth of treasuries, okay, if you own 20 different, $20 billion worth of treasuries, right? But you can't access that capital until the bond matures and you get your money back. The Federal Reserve is saying we will let a bank come to us and we will lend you money. We will lend you money based on that position.
Mike, screen.
Well, of course, but I say taxpayers aren't bailing it out, but banks and their depositors are bailing it out is fairly similar. Most taxpayers also have bank. Wes, you're not understanding at all how the FDIC works. But Wes, my advice to you would be to look up how the FDIC fund works. It's not people with their bank accounts. Okay, just go look up how the whole FDIC thing works.
If you go to Investopedia, it's a free site. I am sure that they have like a spot for that.
This is a very good thing. Anyone that's pissed off, and you guys have to realize these banks didn't even necessarily do something like wrong. This isn't like bad behavior or like some nefarious type of.
Yeah, that's like saying if I get in a car accident, then like my car is fixed with like state with like
this wasn't a bad actor. This wasn't someone that like broke the law. And like this is what happens when the Federal Reserve raises interest rates at the fastest pace ever. Okay, there is stress gets put on the banks. Inverted yield curves put stress on the banks.
Mm-hmm.
The banks take their deposits, they buy US treasuries with it, but they can't access that capital until the bond matures. So when there's a run on that bank and the bank's got to sell assets in order to raise capital, they have to realize that loss. In a regular environment, Wes, Silicon Valley would not have gone under. Yeah, they would have struggled a little bit, right? They would have struggled a little bit. Okay. But you're not, they wouldn't have gone under. If they could have held their bond portfolio till maturity, they would have been fine. They would have got all that money back, and the assets were there, just the cash wasn't there, but the assets were there. It's like your house, right? It's like, oh, I have all this value in my house, but you can't access it until you sell it. But the asset and the value is still there. So what the Federal Reserve is saying now is like, hey, listen, any banks that are underwater on your bond portfolio will lend you money. Just like if you need money from the equity in your house, you take out a home equity line. Okay, but if you can't sell your house, this way you can tap into and you can access that capital if you need it. It's just value and it's capital in a different form.
I wish people would stay off Twitter for the next 3
Okay,
days.
wait, hold on. But now I can tell that Wes actually does know what he's talking about by this response. You're 100% correct, Wes. They had, over 90% of their accounts were uninsured. They put their money into long-term bonds with low interest rates, and they didn't hedge their bets. You are 100% correct. The fault of Silicon Valley Bank's management team was not hedging that bond portfolio, knowing the Fed was going to be raising interest rates, knowing that those bond prices were going to drop substantially. That is where they made a mistake. But it wasn't a bad actor. They didn't do like some nefarious type of activity that it's like, whoa, like nefarious. Sorry, I keep pronouncing that incorrectly. I'm sorry. But when you're looking at that, okay, yes, it was poor risk management, but that's all they're guilty of. It's stupid. It's stupid and it's poor risk management, but it's not a bad actor. It's very, very different. And they're not being bailed out by the taxpayer. Okay. The management team was all fired. All the shareholders are wiped out, and all the people that have deposits at the bank are safe. And it's being covered by the FDIC. And that's exactly how the system should work. It's how it's supposed to work. It's capitalism at its finest. The people that took a gamble and invested in a company that were wrong lost all of their money, and the innocent people that just put their money in a bank have all of their capital. It's the right move. So, but now, and Wes, I really appreciate the conversation. Like, that's why we're here, right? I really appreciate the conversation. Mm-hmm. But now I can tell, when someone asks a question, I don't know, I don't know the extent of the knowledge, right? Like, I don't know if you're, but now I can tell, what you're talking about, right? But that's, I think that what happened is actually a good thing, not a bad thing.
Right.
Oh, yes, Wes, I agree with you again. Yeah, you definitely. All right. Now you're talking about all the right stuff. These are the conversations that we should be having. Yes, because now that's a lot of the reason why the regional banks still sold off today, because of exactly what Wes just said. But now there's a precedent that all deposits are insured to no limit. They need to come out quickly to say that limit really is and hold to it, because bank deposits in the U.S. is equal to our entire GDP, right? So you can't. The FDIC doesn't have that much money in the fund. You can't back and guarantee every bank deposit in the country. So the reason why a lot of these other regional banks sold off today was there was a lot of uncertainty on, well, if the FDIC is backing all of the deposits at Signature and Silicon, does that mean all deposits everywhere are backed?
No.
Or just those? Like, there was very vague. There wasn't a very specific discussion or specific announcement about that. I agree with you 100% on that, Wes. You can't guarantee all deposits, because if that's the case, then what's the point of having a bank? Everybody might as well just give their money to the Federal Reserve, right? There's no point in having a bank at that point if every deposit is backed and guaranteed, right? So they can't guarantee every deposit. There's not that much money. You can't do that. So yes, I agree with you. There needs to be some clarity there. And now we're getting into real detailed conversations. Excellent point, Wes.
What's the plan? What time does CPI come out tomorrow?
8:30.
That's awesome. What's the plan, man?
Yeah, man.
No, what's the plan?
If the number comes in 6.0 or under, I think the market rallies. I'll be looking for a move back to at least 393. 393 is going to be the previous resistance that was up there at the 200-day and 100-day moving average. And I think you would get a day that looks something like this if the CPI number comes in under expectation, right? So I think you get a candle that looks like this. If you get a CPI number that comes in slightly above expectation, then I think it's a non-event. I think it's a non-event because I think
Crap.
What?
Dude, I wasn't paying attention. We have a lot of new members. All right. I'll just start putting them up. That's my damn it.
That's all right.
What were we on before?
8, I think.
All right, there's 7.
Jorge, welcome to the family. 7 left. Jorge, welcome to the family. 7 left. 7 left. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. Click apply code, price drops to $9.90. You guys get a free laptop with it, a double your money back guarantee, a one-on-one mentor session. Send it to text message if you have any questions, 786-505-4049. Jason Craig, is it possible for the FDIC to run out of money to make these deposits whole? Absolutely. Not for Silicon Valley.
Why wouldn't they stop well before that?
What?
How can they run out of money? Why wouldn't they stop before that?
I don't know if you're understanding the question that Jason's talking about. He's saying if the FDIC is insuring all the deposits at Silicon and Signature, how much money does the FDIC have? Do they have will they run out of money if bank after bank starts going under and they have to back up every single deposit? The answer is yes, they will run out of money. That's what I was just saying before, Jason, where the FDIC does not have enough money to just guarantee every bank deposit. If you get literally every bank deposit in the US is like equal to the entire GDP of the United States. So you can't guarantee every bank deposit, but you don't have to. Every single bank is not going to go under, like JP Morgan, Bank of America. Like these banks are not going to go under. You don't need to guarantee every deposit. You just need to guarantee the deposits at the smaller regional banks that are under too much pressure because of because of mark-to-market losses on their bond portfolios. But every bank has those losses on bond portfolios because bond prices have gotten crushed. It's just when you have a smaller bank and there's a run on the bank and they have, all of these uninsured bank deposits and you have, all of these non-sticky depositors, which are a lot of these venture capital startup funds that burn through cash like crazy. Yeah, those companies come under stress and they don't have the capital to withstand a bank run. But you're not going to get a bank run on JP Morgan. You're not going to get a bank run on Bank of America. They're not going to have to back all those deposits. So they don't need to back every single deposit. But to answer your question, no, they do not have infinite capital and they cannot guarantee every deposit.
All right, let's wrap it up. We got a big day tomorrow in chat. I want to get some rest. I'm sure our other members, that are on here want to get some rest. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Tomorrow is a very important day to be in chat with us in the morning. I was gonna move them out, as you go, but yeah. And you're on the ball.
Guys, that wraps up the educational part of the live stream. It's a really great conversation. We've been on here for 2 hours. I'm actually, I got to try to get back to the airport. So what we'll do here is for people that are not interested in the membership at all, You guys can sign off. Make sure you subscribe first to the channel. We do these 6 days a week. We got to welcome Steve. 6 left now. Everybody welcome Steve. 6 spots left. Okay, 6 spots left here for Steve. I'll show everyone else that is interested. I'll show you guys the actual platform. This way you can see the courses, you can see the tools, you can see everything that you get access to as a member. So you guys know exactly what the $990 membership fee is getting you, because we're like the Netflix of trading communities. You pay the one price for the whole year. You get access to all of our courses and $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools and resources from some of the top fintech companies out there to give you more information, help you make better decisions, right? So you're going to get access to our courses, of course, right? The courses are, the chat room, excuse me. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic, talking to you throughout the day, with you from pre-market till after hours. Oh man, Real Legend, you're so foolish. So foolish. People like you, more than anyone, need to get educated. I actually feel really bad. I feel really bad for the financial decisions that you are going to make. I feel really bad for
Honestly, I don't. I feel like it's natural selection.
You know what? It is natural selection. It is.
You know what? Honestly, you a real legend. You a real legend.
Yeah, you a real one. You a real one.
Real one, baby. I bet you he didn't think that we were gonna put it on the screen either.
You a real one.
I hope that you kill it tomorrow. I hope that
the stock market is going to go down. It's going to go down 90%, according to Real Legend. And we're going to have a real depression. We're going to have a real depression. And we're all going to be in bread lines, and we're going to have membership cards for soup kitchens. Unemployment is going to go to 47%.
Yeah. Does anyone want to buy our TTG Soup Kitchen membership? When you buy it, instead of a laptop, you can buy your spot in line at your local soup kitchen for a month.
So stupid.
No. I agree with Rigo. Real Legend, be a man.
Yeah, Real Legend.
And YOLO GameStop.
Get with it. No, honestly.
YOLO GME, be a man.
Honestly, I would just buy like 100 strike put options on the SPY and just see what happens.
Or just buy everyone here a lifetime membership. If we're throwing away money, can you throw some over here, please?
I'm going to, that's even better. That's what you should do, Real Legend. Sell the 200 strike SPY call options. That's what you should do.
I don't even know options that well, and I know that's a bad idea.
I don't know if this guy's even still on this live stream, but God bless your soul. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show everyone else that has a brain what they're going to
do. $1 Amazon calls.
I'm going to show everybody else. I'm going to show everybody else what you get access to with the platform, because you are going to be getting 2 small private study group sessions with some of our mods, so you guys can speed up your learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed and Squawk Box feature. That's worth over $1,000 a year on its own. If you go to Benzinga, it's included with your membership when you join TTG for $990. You will also get congressional trading data, so you can actually see what stocks members of Congress are buying and selling. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's like $600 a year. If you go to TradingView, it's included with your membership. You get the Trade Ideas scanner, industry standard, streams on our platform live. You guys get to access it, so you can see what stocks are, you should be focusing your attention on. You get a simulator from ET&A that lets you guys trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. You get our proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. All of this is included. A trading journal tracks your trades, breaks it down to the numbers and statistics. A social sentiment scanner will tell you what stocks are being focused on most on social media. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see what stocks have a buy, hold, or sell rating. A watch list every day that the mods publish, tell you what stocks we're focusing on and what the game plan is and how we plan on trading them. You're also going to get access to all of our courses. It's a simplified version of the stuff I learned working at the fund in New York. There's beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got it. You guys get access to all of it as a member of True Trading Group. There's no VIP courses that cost another $1,000 after you join. We don't play games like that. You guys get access to all of them with the $990. Then you get the video library. That's like 400 hours of workshops and webinars. Then you can actually attend these workshops live and you become a full-time member. Folks, I cannot guarantee you're going to be successful just because you join True Trading Group. But what I can guarantee is that if you can't make the $990 membership fee back at least once, after going through the courses, passing our quizzes, and attending one study group, if you can't make the $990 back at least once during your membership, then at the end of your membership, I'll give you back $1,980, double what you paid. I can do that because our refund rate is only 2.83% is our refund rate, and that's dating back from 2016. We have a retention rate of 78%, meaning 78% of our members are renewing their membership. It's my anniversary today, and I made a little bag on the Zion long to pay for it. Thanks, Mike. Yes, DMC, get it. Yeah, Zion was the trade, was one of the trade I went after today. And long, the regional banks after the morning sell-off. It was a fantastic trade. Congratulations, DMC. Happy anniversary. Enjoy. Do something nice tonight. You earned it. James, welcome. 5 spots left now. James, welcome. Guys, tomorrow after midnight, the price is going to go to 1,100. So grab your
tomorrow after midnight?
No, I said tomorrow at, well, yeah, I should fix the way I said that because I was like tomorrow, but I was like at midnight tonight. I meant the price is over 1,100. So at midnight tonight, so tomorrow, the price will be over 1,100. So grab it now while it's still $990, and you guys get a free laptop. We cover the shipping. We ship anywhere in the world. We have members in 100 different countries. You got the one-on-one mentor session, the double your money back guarantee. All right, just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. All right, if you have any questions, text us 786-505-4049. The number's at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel. Smash
Get
that
in chat tomorrow. Notifications on the app.
CPI data tomorrow. It's going to be one hell of a crazy day. You bet your butts. I'm all over the regional banks again tomorrow. We caught them nice today. I'm looking at them again tomorrow.
Breaking news here. Signature Bank will be removed from the S&P 500.
You don't say. Signature Bank will be removed from existence. No. Anywho, that's it, folks. Thanks for joining. Subscribe, smash the like button, get your butts in chat. It's going to be a huge day. CPI. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.
Bye-bye.